Well, good morning from St. George, Utah. It's a beautiful day here. We're at this beautiful resort right here. And well, today we're going to Las Vegas. We gotta still charge up the car real quick. Somewhere here in St. George there is a supercharger. And oh, it's blasting in here. Wow, 16 events here recorded, sentry mode. I guess I gotta walk around the car real quick and look if there is any damage. If not, we can just delete those. But anyway, let's see here if we can navigate to Las Vegas. Navigate to Las Vegas. Let's see, navigating. Okay, it says 105 miles. Well, let's go and see what it says here. We are only at 25%. And let's see what it says here. Interesting. It says Mesquite Supercharger. Interesting. I didn't think we could make it to Mesquite with 25%, but that's what it says. Let's see, we will get there with 11%. Wow. I mean, Mesquite is, if you look right here, we're up here, Mesquite is down there. Let's see if we can make this a little smaller. This is, well, it's about a third of the way to Vegas. Vegas is down here. So, interesting. It doesn't even consider charging here. Since I'm not familiar with the route, well, I am familiar. I drove it several times before, but it's been years ago. And I'm not familiar with it in regards to driving an electric car. It is pretty much downhill. But I think we'll go to the supercharger here and put some in there because it is quite a ways. Yeah, so that's interesting that it wouldn't even charge. It's only 42 miles, but 25%, I don't know. It's a little tough, especially we're probably, I don't know, I don't remember what the speed limit is. But we gotta have the AC going full blast, so I think we'll put a few percent in here in St. George. So anyway, still got an empty car waiting on the girls. Hopefully they're here shortly, and then we get going. We made it to the supercharger in St. George, and that's how it looks like. It's actually an urban supercharger, temporary install. It's pretty different. These are pallets, and there's the two holes for the forks right there, and the pallets are actually not attached to the ground here. They're not bolted down. This is like a temporary electrical supply here. And back there, that is permanent, the supply back there, these big old boxes. And yeah, it's a little different here. Those are Urbans, I believe 72 or 75 kilowatts. Lots of Tesla stuff here, a little different. That's the charging gateway, it says here. Little different stuff, don't know. And yeah, they're smaller units. Interesting for us, never seen those before, but yeah, pretty cool to see. So we're just getting a few percent here. Obviously it's going a little bit slower. But since we're at low state of charge, it probably goes at maybe full blast. It was preconditioning the battery. I could hear the motors whine, so it was running the motors inefficient to generate heat. Let's see what it says in here. We're going at 67 kilowatts here, so not too bad. And this should be 75 kilowatts max, so we're almost going at max speed here. So we'll do a few minutes here and then we'll move on and go to Mesquite and charge up there. So now that we started charging here, it tells us 20-minute charge time before continuing the trip, but then it goes straight to Vegas. So now it skipped the Mesquite charger. So we're just adding some here. Since this is a slow charger, we're not gonna wait 20 minutes here. We're already at 38% and it told us we can make it with 25% to Mesquite. So we'll move to Mesquite where we have faster charging. Then it will only take 5 to 10 minutes max to get the same amount of charge as we would get here in 20 minutes. And so currently it says -8 for Las Vegas arrival. So I think as soon as this hits 40 up here, we'll get going. So I just unplugged at 41% and now it says charging needed to reach destination. That's kind of funny. I guess the car forgot that there is a supercharger in Mesquite, so not far from here. It will probably eventually change and add that supercharger to it as we're going here. If not, I know it's there. And there's even some CCS chargers. I think Shell Recharge is in Mesquite as well, so we got plenty of options. So here we go. The car figured out we can stop in Mesquite. It just changed automatically on its own. I didn't do anything. It's funny how that goes. It could have done that right off the bat, but it didn't. So, but now we're stopping in Mesquite, getting some charge. It says there for 10 minutes in Mesquite, so that is half the time that it would have that we would have had to stay in St. George, because, well, it's double the speed there. Also, by the time we get there, the battery is definitely ready to charge. Welcome to Mesquite. It's raining, it's pouring down in the middle of the desert, but we got a huge supercharger here, and we're getting much better speed. So estimated charging time is 10 minutes here. So when we left, we were at 41%. We dropped down to 28, so we only used 13%. So that's it. When we had 24 or 25% in St. George, we obviously could have made it here, but I chickened out. I didn't remember how this all is exactly changed in the many years we haven't been here. So I didn't remember, but it was a lot of downhill, and that's what saved us. So, well, now I guess I gotta get out in the rain and plug in. This is kind of weird being here in the middle of August on vacation and it's pouring down. Coming down really hard. Holy moly, got a little wet. Luckily this works super quick compared to these Electrify Americas we've been at. Run out, plug in, be done. And we are already going, oh look at that, 192 kilowatts. 94, 95, oh we're doing good here. So this must be a version 3, I didn't even look, so we get more than twice what we could have gotten in St. George. So yeah, there we go. We never seen this much at the Electrify Americas when doing CCS, and we had much lower state of charge, but we never really got much above 180, and here we're hitting 210. So I guess these superchargers are still superior. It is still pouring down, and I was just doing a supercharger review for the Now You Know channel in the pouring rain, and there was a huge lightning strike nearby and a huge thunder. And I came back in the car, and the two girls in here told me that it showed communication loss on the screen, and charging stopped, and then just a smidgen later here, supercharger stall out of service. So I'm not sure. There's 4 cars here. The screen still says 8 stalls available. This may not have updated yet. I don't know if we lost power completely or what's going on, but we are at 64% here, so we are plenty good to go to Vegas. Let's see what it says here. So we get to Vegas with 32%. So I guess we get moving, but that means I have to get back out again into this pouring down rain here. Holy moly. I'm already pretty soaked, but I gotta do it one more time for a couple seconds, unplug, and run back into the car. So we're here in Vegas, basically downtown area at the High Roller, which is right up there. It is pretty high, and there are superchargers here in this parking lot. They're version 3, and you got to get in through a gate with a code that's provided inside the car on the touchscreen. But then they also have these here. So these are Tesla Destination chargers, and we're going to plug in right here because we need a little more time. We need a bit of time to explore Vegas. It's not cheap parking here, but then it's not cheap to park anywhere in Vegas. So we decided to just do level 2 right here, and then go explore Vegas. Alright, I gotta tell you this is so freaking funny, it's so not even funny. So, my daughter, we're still here in Vegas, and my daughter, she wanted to go see a Target, the store, because she likes Target, and she thinks they're different here than they are in Montana. I don't know if they are, maybe they do have different products, who the hell knows, right? So we were in a parking structure near downtown somewhere, and put in the navigation Target. We chose one, a random one, we have no clue. Drive over here, park the car, walk in the store, which is right over that way. So, and walking around the store, and I'm playing with the app, and we need to charge before we go home. So I'm looking at PlugShare, and I put in CCS and Tesla Supercharger as a filter, and my blue dot got covered up by a icon. I'm like, what the heck, that can't be. Well, it can. So right here you can see in the parking lot, over there is the Target, here's the chargers, Electrify America. I don't know if this is a very safe area, because I mean there is cameras up here. I guess they had issues, probably people vandalizing these chargers or something. But holy moly, yes, there is CCS chargers here in this parking lot, and this one even activated on the first trial. I just came over, plugged in, and used the app to activate it, and here we go, 54% already. They're all 150s though here. There is no 350s, which is fine. I don't know how much we need, but yeah, it's interesting. So, yep, there are even signs here, no parking except while charging. Pretty cool. And these, they have green on them. And those are these Signet chargers, or Signet, or however you pronounce that. If you know, leave a comment down below. I have no clue what I'm saying here, but I thought these don't have lights. I didn't see the lights at the other one that we've been to that was the same brand, but I guess they do have lights. At least here I can see it now. So anyway, yeah, I thought I had to tell you guys this story real quick. And it even looks like all 4 of them are working, and there's even a Jademo here. So holy crap. So that is so super funny. So the girls are shopping, and I just came out here and plugged it in real quick, and I guess now I'm going back in because it's still a little warm here. I don't know, it's not too bad right now. Not sure what it is, probably 90-ish degrees, 95. It was definitely 100 earlier, so we'll see. Yeah, but I thought I had to share this with you guys. So, well, I'll go back in there now and do some shopping with the girls. And Electrify America failed us again, but this time it was in our favor. They didn't charge us anything because they only recorded a few minutes of the charging session, and so the charging stats are wrong in the app. We charged from about 50 to maybe 100%, or at least close to, and then we started driving home, or actually to St. George, and we made it in one shot. We didn't need to stop anywhere else. We had 100%, so we had plenty to make it. And it was a late night, and sure enough, I didn't record any more stats when we came back to St. George that night. I was too tired, and I still had to go to the St. George Supercharger, but this time I went to a different one than I was at in the morning. There's actually a 150 kilowatt supercharger in St. George as well. So I went there and charged up, I believe, to 80%, and that got us enough for the next day, or at least close to. I don't remember that either right now. So we have to see in the next video when it starts over on the next day. But this was it for Las Vegas today, for the town of Lost Wages. We didn't lose anything because we didn't gamble. We walked around a little bit through the casinos and stuff and had a nice little lunch. So it was a fun day, but it is a long day to drive down there and back. So if you haven't done so yet, please give us a thumbs up for this video, subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on the next video. And don't forget, go down into the description and click on the link to our Redbubble store, where we have t-shirts and many other things inspired by electric transport. And this is another way you could support our channel, by purchasing something from our Redbubble store. In any event, thank you for watching. Goodbye.